Hi, Kevin here with WaterMonster. I want to introduce to you the UltraSpout. It's a high-speed, hands-free, and with our optional foot pedal, a 100% touch-free water dispenser. And in this video, I'm going to discuss all the features and how to install it on a common water cooler, our WaterMonster tank, and ice chest. And at the end of this video, we're going to cover any troubleshooting issues you may encounter. So let's get started. Your UltraSpout is designed to offer fast, hands-free hydration. And see our foot pedal option for 100% touch-free hydration. The UltraSpout is made with food-grade components and is dishwasher safe. It comes with a universal rubber gasket and a locking nut. It features a spring-loaded dispenser arm and a sliding dispenser lock, and a collapsible support arm to keep your cooler from sliding backwards. And the nipple is a 1/2-inch pipe thread that's 7/8 inch in diameter. Water flows through a silicone tube and is activated by a pinch valve. Now that you're familiar with your UltraSpout, there's a few other areas we need to discuss before installation. Most coolers have a 7/8 to a 1-inch opening that will allow the UltraSpout to fit in perfectly fine. But there are a few coolers that have a 1/2-inch opening. And those coolers, you will need to drill that out. So we offer a 7/8 drill bit that will allow you to punch through real easy. And then we also have your common spigot that would fit inside that new enlarged hole if you ever wanted to go back to a regular spigot. Because there's hundreds of different water coolers and ice chests on the market, the inside curvature can vary. So we strongly suggest reusing your factory gasket and washer if it'll fit. This also applies to the WaterMonster tank and our Quick Connect kit. Use our universal gasket as a backup. Your UltraSpout should arrive with the dispenser in the open position. So to activate, simply press the dispenser and pull the locking mechanism back, and so you're ready for use. Now when you're not using it, you're going to store it, we strongly suggest putting it back into the open position. So press the dispenser arm, pull the locking mechanism back, and store it like this. This will prevent any possibility of the pinch valve making the tube inside stick when you get ready to use it again. So if your UltraSpout arrives in a box and it's in the closed position, you're going to need to verify that the inner tube is not stuck in a pinch position. And this is a real easy process here. Simply press the dispenser arm and visually look and see if that little tube is pinched. If it is, all you do is just take a pencil and use the eraser end and gently stick it inside, and you'll dislodge that tube. And another method you can do is also just taking your pinky. You can press the dispenser arm and just take your pinky and kind of poke at it. So with all that being said, now it's time to install your UltraSpout. To install, first remove the factory spigot. To install the UltraSpout, go ahead and insert it. And like we mentioned earlier, we strongly suggest using the factory rubber gasket and washer that came off your original cooler. However, you will have to use the UltraSpout locking nut. Your factory one will not fit. You've got your locking nut in place, your cooler full of water. Slide the support arm down, take an empty cup, take it for a test run. Hands-free, super fast hydration. It's that easy. Let's see how the UltraSpout performs against the regular spigot here. We've got 2 coolers with an equal amount of water. Let's see how fast it takes to fill the 24 ounces. That fast. So as I mentioned earlier in this video, this installation procedure applies to the water coolers, to the ice chest, but with the WaterMonster tank, it is a 2-person job. You're going to want to set the WaterMonster tank and orient it as I've shown right here. And whether you're installing an UltraSpout or the male cam lock of a Quick Connect or even the original factory spigot, one person will have to hold it from the outside, the other person will install the hardware on the inside, and then you set it up and you're ready for use. If you go to use your UltraSpout and water's not flowing out, it's because the inner tube here is stuck in a pinch position. It's a real easy fix. Just take your pinky, poke at it on this side, poke at it on the other side. It should dislodge it and the water will begin to flow. This is why we strongly encourage when you're not using your UltraSpout, press the dispenser arm, pull the locking arm back, and store it in the open position. This will prevent this problem in the future. If your UltraSpout is leaking from the outside of your cooler in this general area, that's caused by one of several different reasons, and there's a few ways to fix this. One, is go ahead and retighten the inside nut on the cooler. And you also want to make sure that you're using the factory hardware first before using the universal gasket. A final method is to double stack the rubber gaskets. So in this example, I want you to imagine that this is the cooler right here. This is the universal rubber gasket we provide that would go on the outside of the cooler. This is the factory gasket that would go on the inside of the cooler. So we're kind of sandwiching the inside and the outside together, and that'll almost guarantee a tight fit. If your UltraSpout is leaking from the end of the dispenser, this is a factory defect. This is caused because the pinch valve inside is not aligned correctly, and it's just a slight tolerance issue. You're eligible for a free refund, so just call your WaterMonster rep and they'll instruct you on how to do a return. Well, I hope this video has been helpful, and as always, if you have any questions, you can contact me directly. Thanks.